Music, soft, gentle piano. Has that little worry ever crept into your mind, perhaps late at night when the house is quiet? The thought of needing a bit of extra cash for an unexpected expense, maybe a small repair, a medical copay, or even just a thoughtful gift for a grandchild. Pause. It's a natural feeling, wanting to keep our independence, isn't it? To handle things ourselves. The idea of asking our children for help, it can feel a little heavy sometimes, a knot in the stomach. We raise them to be strong, to stand on their own, and now, to turn back and ask, it just feels contrary to everything we've always valued. B-roll. Elderly person looking thoughtfully out a window, then gently touching an old photo. Life after 60. It brings its own quiet challenges. We worry about things we never used to. How to stretch that pension a little further. How to manage a sudden bill without disrupting our routine. Or, heaven forbid, having to admit we're a little short. Pause. But what if I told you there might be another way? What if the money you need, or at least a good portion of it, is already in your home? Not hidden by someone else, but simply forgotten by you. B-roll. Close-up of a hand gently opening a drawer, revealing some old items. I'm talking about those small, overlooked places. The corners where little bits of our past financial life might still be tucked away. Not a fortune, no, but often enough to bring a deep sigh of relief. Enough to cover that unexpected cost, to buy that special treat, or just to boost your peace of mind without a single difficult conversation. On-screen text, your hidden resources. Many folks, even very careful ones, overlook these spots. We live our lives, we put things away for later, and then time passes. Memories fade a little, and those for later items become forgotten. Pause. Think about it. When was the last time you truly went through everything? Not just for spring cleaning, but with a specific purpose, finding small, forgotten amounts of money. B-roll. Hands sifting through an old handbag, finding a few coins or a small bill. Let's start with some of the simpler places, the ones we touch every day, but rarely inspect. Have you checked the pockets of that winter coat you just put away for the season? Or the old purse you haven't used since last Christmas? What about that little pouch you used for bus fare? Pause. Even a few loose coins can add up. A $5 bill tucked into a recipe book. A $10 note folded inside an old greeting card. These aren't just coins and notes, they're small victories, small reaffirmations of your ability to manage, to provide for yourself. B-roll. Close-up of an old wallet revealing a crumpled bill. And it's not just physical cash. What about those gift cards? The ones you received for your birthday or Christmas, tucked into a drawer and forgotten, a grocery store card with $5 left on it. Coffee shop card that still has a few credits. These are just as good as cash, aren't they? They save you money on things you would buy anyway. Pause. Take a moment, just a quiet moment this week. Go through your old coats, your lesser-used handbags, that drawer where you keep miscellaneous items. You might be surprised. Even finding $20 or $30 this way can make a world of difference when you're facing an unexpected bill. It's like finding a small helping hand from your past self. Music swells slightly, then fades. This little treasure hunt, it's not just about money. It's about empowerment. It's about looking at your home and yourself with fresh eyes. It's about reminding yourself of your own resourcefulness. Pause. Now, these are the easy spots, the obvious ones we often overlook. But there's another spot. A truly forgotten place in many homes that can hold a surprisingly significant amount of hidden value. This one requires a bit more thought and often a little more courage to explore. On-screen text. Have you found any forgotten treasures? If you've enjoyed this conversation, please consider giving this video a like. It truly helps more people find these important tips, and I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a forgotten $10 bill in an old jacket? Share your story in the comments below. If you want more wisdom like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next chat. Pause. In our next part, we'll delve deeper into that specific forgotten spot, the one that often holds more than just a few loose bills, and how to approach it safely and wisely. It's a place many wouldn't even consider, but it could be your secret to true financial peace. Music soft, uplifting. So you're looking around your home. You're thinking, where could it be? It's a natural feeling, that little bit of worry, that need for just a bit more breathing room. We all face it sometimes, but before you even think about picking up the phone, let's explore those forgotten corners. SFX, gentle rustling of paper cloth. Think about your closets first, not just the main ones, but the storage closets, the ones you only open a few times a year. Are there old coat pockets? Maybe a winter jacket you haven't worn since last season? Many of us, in a hurry, will slip a few dollars, or even a small envelope, into a pocket and completely forget about it. It's a common habit, putting things away for later, and then later never quite comes. B-roll. Elderly hands carefully checking coat pockets, finding a small bill. Next, move to the bedroom. Beyond the obvious places, consider your dresser drawers, not just the top ones, but the bottom, deepest drawers. The ones where old scarves, unused gloves, or rarely worn jewelry might live. Sometimes, a small amount of cash, perhaps saved up for a specific forgotten purpose, ends up tucked inside. An old jewelry box, or even folded neatly inside a piece of clothing you no longer wear. A small purse you haven't used in years? Give it a gentle shake. B-roll. Close-up of an old purse being opened, revealing a few notes. And what about your books? The bookshelves in the living room or study are often overlooked as hiding spots. Many of us use books as temporary placeholders for important papers, or even a $20 bill meant for an upcoming errand. Take a moment to gently flip through the pages of those older, heavier books, the ones you haven't read in ages. You might be surprised to find a little bookmark of green tucked away. It's like finding a small treasure map to your own memories. SFX. Pages turning gently. B-roll. Hands flipping through an old book, a bill slips out. Then there are the kitchen cupboards. Yes, even there. Not for loose change usually, but sometimes a small amount of cash or an important voucher might be tucked into an old recipe box or behind a stack of rarely used serving dishes, especially those high-up shelves or the very back of deep pantry drawers where things go to be forgotten for months, even years. Maybe you stashed away some money for a special treat or a small repair, and time simply made it vanish from your memory. On-screen text. Small actions, big discoveries. It's about being thorough, but also gentle. It's not a frantic search. It's a careful rediscovery. Think about where you might have put something safe when you were in a hurry, or when you had a specific small need in mind. A small envelope from a birthday card, still holding a crisp bill, nestled among old papers in a desk drawer, or a little coin purse tucked away in an old sewing kit. These aren't guaranteed pots of gold, no, but they're often small amounts that add up, enough to cover a sudden grocery bill, a prescription copay, or even just a comforting cup of coffee at your favorite spot, enough to keep your peace of mind and, most importantly, your independence. Because sometimes, just knowing you can find a solution on your own makes all the difference. Music swells, slightly then softens. Have any of these ideas sparked a memory for you? I'd love to hear your stories. If you're finding these tips helpful, please take a moment to give this video a like and tell us in the comments. What's the most surprising thing you've ever found tucked away in your home, and what did you do with it? Your insights help so many others in our community. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more wisdom and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next helpful video. Because finding these small sums is just the beginning. In our next part, we'll talk about other forgotten assets, often much more valuable than a few stray bills that are waiting to be claimed, and a crucial warning about the places you absolutely should not keep your most important documents and valuables. We've explored some familiar spots, haven't we? Places where a bit of forgotten cash might just be waiting. But what about the truly hidden treasures, the ones that blend into the background of your life, almost invisible, even to you? B-roll. Slow pan over an antique wooden dresser or cabinet, close up on a drawer handle. Think about that old dresser in the guest room, the one you've had for 40, 50 years, the sturdy desk in the corner of your study, maybe passed down from a parent. These aren't just pieces of furniture. For many of us, they are silent witnesses to decades of life, and sometimes they hold secrets. SFX, gentle creak of a drawer opening. Take a moment. Run your hand over the smooth, cool wood. Open each drawer, not just with a quick glance, but with intention. Feel under the felt linings, if there are any. Sometimes a small amount was tucked away under a stack of linens or inside an old jewelry box, then forgotten. A few crumpled bills, an envelope from a long-ago birthday. It doesn't need to be a fortune to make a difference. Every bit helps you maintain that precious feeling of control. B-roll. Elderly hands carefully checking the back panel of an old drawer, feeling along the edges. And don't forget the back of those drawers, or even the hidden compartments some older furniture was designed with. A quick tap along the sides or bottom might reveal a hollow sound where a clever carpenter once hid a small space. You'd be surprised how often a $5 bill or even a crisp 20 was placed there for a rainy day and then simply slipped from memory. It's like finding a small gift from your past self, isn't it? A little boost, just when you need it most. Music continues softly. But let's go even further, beyond the everyday furniture. How about those boxes tucked away in the attic or down in the basement? The ones you haven't opened since the kids were small or since you moved into this home all those years ago. B-roll. Dust motes, dancing in sunlight in an attic, elderly person carefully lifting a lid off an old cardboard box labeled Memories or Christmas. The smell of old paper, maybe a hint of cedar or mothballs. Inside you might find photo albums, stacks of old greeting cards, or even books you haven't touched in decades. This is where many people miss out. A surprising number of folks, myself included, have used an old book as a temporary safe. SFX, sound of rustling paper, turning pages, flipping through the pages of a beloved novel, or shaking out the folds of an old birthday card, can sometimes reveal a forgotten banknote. Perhaps it was a small gift from a grandchild, tucked away for safekeeping, or a note you planned to spend on something special, then got distracted. These aren't just old items, they're time capsules, and sometimes those capsules contain a little extra support. On-screen text, check old books and photo albums. It's not just about finding cash either. Sometimes it's about finding an old gift card you never used, or a coupon that's still valid for something you truly need. Or perhaps an old insurance policy document you forgot about, which could lead to unexpected funds or benefits. These discoveries, big or small, are all about restoring your peace of mind and your sense of independence. They are about empowering you to make your own choices without feeling the need to reach out to others unnecessarily. Music. Gentle, slightly more hopeful. Remember, these are your resources. You earned them, you saved them, and now they might just be waiting for you to rediscover them. It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? To know you had this hidden potential all along. B-roll. Close up on a small amount of cash, maybe a $20 bill, lying next to a pair of reading glasses on an old wooden table. But finding these forgotten spots is only part of the journey. The real wisdom comes from not just finding these resources, but also knowing how to manage them moving forward, and crucially, how to prevent needing to embark on such a search again. There's a vital habit, often overlooked, that can truly secure your financial peace for the long term. Before we dive into that crucial habit, I hope this part of our conversation has given you some new ideas and perhaps a little spark of hope. If it has, please take a moment to give this video a gentle like. It truly helps us reach more wonderful people like you. And if you've ever found a forgotten treasure in an unexpected place, tell us about it in the comments below. What was it, and where did you find it? Your stories inspire us all. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more wisdom designed just for you. Music swells slightly, then becomes mysterious, intriguing. In our final part, we're going to explore the single most powerful habit you can adopt, a quiet guardian of your dignity that protects your financial future and ensures you rarely, if ever, feel the need to worry about money again. This isn't just about finding cash, it's about building lasting peace. Music gentle, uplifting. We've explored quite a few forgotten corners, haven't we? From old desks to unused cabinets, the journey isn't just about finding money. It's about rediscovering a bit of your past and the resources you already possess. B-roll. elderly hands gently sorting through old clothes in a wardrobe. Now, let's turn our attention to some even more personal spots. Think about your wardrobe. Not just the clothes you wear every day, but those special occasion outfits or the winter coats packed away in the summer. When was the last time you truly emptied every pocket of that old tweed jacket or the dress you wore to your granddaughter's wedding years ago? B-roll. Close-up of a hand pulling a crinkled bill from a coat pocket. It's astonishing how often a $20 bill or even a forgotten check can be tucked away in a seldom worn garment. A small surprise from your past self, waiting to bring a little sunshine to your day. This isn't just about cash, it's about remembering, about the stories those clothes hold. B-roll, hands gently flipping through pages of an old book. What about your bookshelves? We talked about old ledgers, but consider the books themselves. Many of us use books as temporary hiding spots, tucking a bill inside a favorite novel or between the pages of a photo album for safekeeping. Years pass, and the memory fades. A quiet afternoon spent revisiting old stories might just unearth a pleasant financial surprise. B-roll, a hand discovering an old envelope or a few bills tucked inside a book. These aren't grand fortunes, usually, but even a few extra dollars can make a difference. It can cover that unexpected trip to the pharmacy or a small grocery bill. It might allow you to buy that special treat you've been eyeing without a moment of worry or having to think twice. B-roll, elderly person smiling, holding a small amount of cash. The beauty of finding these forgotten treasures is the feeling of self-reliance it brings, that quiet satisfaction of knowing you've provided for yourself, even in a small way. It's about maintaining your dignity, keeping your independence, and affirming that you are capable. You are resourceful. B-roll, serene shot of a senior enjoying a quiet moment at home, perhaps with a cup of tea. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest help we can receive comes from within our own homes, from our own forgotten foresight. This journey through your home isn't just a search for money. It's a reaffirmation of your ability to manage your life with grace and confidence. On-screen text, like this video if you found a hidden gem. If this video has inspired you to look a little closer, or perhaps even brought back a memory of a time you found something unexpected, please give it a thumbs up. On-screen text, share your story, comment below. Tell us in the comments, what's the most unexpected place you've ever found a forgotten dollar bill or even a cherished memory? We'd love to hear your stories and connect with you. On-screen text, subscribe for more wisdom. And if you want more practical wisdom, gentle advice, and ways to live your golden years with peace of mind, make sure to subscribe to our channel. On-screen text, don't miss out. Turn on notifications. Turn on the notification bell too, so you don't miss any of our upcoming conversations. But what happens when you've looked in every nook and cranny and those unexpected emergencies still pop up? In our next conversation, we'll talk about a crucial habit that many seniors overlook, a step even more vital than finding hidden cash to truly safeguard your peace of mind and your wallet for the long run.